So basically, guys, the biggest thing that we should learn is how to deal with our confidence. The reason we have such confidence issues is because we are so terrified of preconceived judgment by others. This gets in the way of us actually being able to fully and appropriately be able to express ourselves. Because of this, it actually limits our own ability, and it also limits our own imagination as to what it is we believe we're able to do. It gets in the way of us making so many potentially positive choices for our own life, instead of dwelling and lamenting on the past and negativity that's making you feel a certain way. It's getting in the way of you expressing yourself, who it is that you are. You should never be scared to express yourself. But of course, you should also realize that the expression of yourself is of great value. So of course you can reserve it. You don't need to express yourself to everyone. But at least use it to realize that you have the ability to gain more confidence within yourself, in knowing that you're completely safe in being able to be yourself, and that your number one judge is you. So it's best not to be in your own head judging and criticizing yourself, because that's going to create a lot of fear, and that's really going to get in the way of a lot of potentially promising and positive opportunities out there for you. You see, like right now, I'm judging myself, my appearance. I'm like, oh, let me fix my beard. It's making me stutter, this and that. We end up forgetting what it is that we're saying. So it's really about being able to be within your own being, strong within your own core, speaking from the heart, having no fear, and especially not fearing any preconceived judgments from others made towards you, or that you're assuming are made towards you, because most of the time we're just assuming how it is that people are perceiving us, which gets in the way of our own confidence, makes us fearful in terms of being able to actually go ahead and successfully express ourselves. And trust me, once you learn how to start expressing yourself, you will start living a way better reality, because that reality will be far more free, far more joyous, and you'll be able to not live in never-ending fear that keeps jarring your mind in moments and stopping your flow. You want to be able to stay in a constant flow of happiness and just knowing everything's good and everything's okay, because that's what ultimately creates positive situations and circumstances, guys. It's not continually giving into this fear-based state that's creating these fear-based energies and realities in which it is that we're experiencing, which are ultimately determining our day and our lives in one way or another, however you choose to look at that. These things are heavily affecting our own life. So beard is a bit weird. And here we go. Caught on just physical appearance again, which is most of the time the issue it is that we happen to get to land on, right? But when you start worrying about your physical appearance, and when you start accepting yourself as you are, you actually start looking better, which is the irony of it. Life is super duper ironic, seriously. Like, you have to learn how to become chill, okay? And accept yourself as yourself. Because if you're constantly resisting yourself and talking down and looking at yourself in a horrible way, in any way, shape or form, then that's going to affect how you feel, how you look, how you come across, what's attracted to you, what's repelled from you, what situations emerge, how you handle those situations. And those are, that's got to do with every single aspect of our life. So I would say the ultimate goal, hey PG, the ultimate goal is to basically be happy. But in order to be happy, we need to start learning to become confident within ourselves. And in order to become confident within ourselves, we have to stop being fearful of the assumed preconceived judgments of others towards us, which, as I say, 90% of the time are wrong. We are always trying to figure out what other people are thinking about us, and 90% of the time, we're wrong. It's crazy. And it's when fear comes about and fear gets you to think all these thoughts and assume all these things, you're wrong. You know? Most of the time, this is what I've observed. This is what I'm observing. I've seen people, situations, circumstances where people were imagining the completely fearful outcome. And I just like, no, chill. It's, I'm positive. So I'm like, shit always works out, relax. And every single time, it's like they were either wrong about what they thought someone was saying about them, or they were wrong about this, wrong about that, wrong about having lost something, wrong about something having been stolen from them. It happens all the time. It's quite crazy, actually. So it goes to show how many of our assumptions are wrong, because those assumptions are predicated and based off of fear. And that fear gets us to look at our reality and our life through a perspective and of distortion, a distorted perspective. Not being able to see the truth. Distorting our view of the truth, ultimately. So if you want to get accurate intuition, you first have to get rid of your fear. Once you get rid of your fear, your intuition will become far more accurate. And then you'll come to realize that based off your actual proper intuition, not fear-based intuition, you'll realize that like most of these things you're fearing are actually just like hyperbole, over-exaggerated assumptions of like total worst-case scenarios or whatever the case may be. So expect good news more than expecting bad news. I mean, trust me, it does wonders for everything. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and head on over to Patreon to my private blog. Thank you.